Hey there, chat. So today's video gonna be a little different. It's not gonna be a react video. It's gonna be me spreading some of the wisdom and knowledge and understanding that the Lord has given me. So we're gonna talk about pretty much Satan disguising himself as an angel of light. Okay, so we hear that Satan uh disguises himself as an angel of light. So what does that mean? When you put a disguise on, that means one character on the outside seems like whatever it is, but on the inside there's a whole different character. Two personas, two people being portrayed. So if I portray as an angel of light, on the outside I look like light. I look like goodness. But on the inside, deep down, I'm darkness and I'm all these things. So now let's compare that into life. Things that you see and that seem good unto you, whether this is women, and feels good. Disguising not only looks good, sometimes it could feel good, seem good, sound good. The sight of it is good, but deep down, it's evilness, it's darkness, it's bad. So let's think about some of the earthly things. We have certain women, promiscuous women, who on the outside they're so beautiful, but inside is darkness. Is it's a lot of pain that comes with that. So there, it's just as Satan disguises himself as an angel of light, we have to understand the fruits. If he disguises himself as an angel of light, then you have to think, what else does this? That's how you see where the devil is. You understand? So it's like you have to see his fruit. After you understand something, you see their characteristics and you see them in different forms of other things. And you can connect and be like, wait, you start to see these familiar spirits, these familiar things. So it's like, let's think about drugs, for instance. They feel good. That's a feeling. That's a disguise. They feel good until, now you're all down and now you're probably a couple years later, they already be downers. And then probably a couple years later, you start to realize you're addicted. So this thing that seemed good at one point is now having you addicted, having you have withdrawals. So clearly it wasn't as good as it seemed on the outside, right? Let's think about other things. We got the devil is behind all of this. This is the devil's work. This is him. This is his fruits, his weapons, his devices, his army. He has an army of things that he uses. All right, let's think about another thing. Satan uses a lot of things, guys. Okay, let's think about lusting. Let's think about sex out of marriage. Let's think about these things. On the outside, they seem so good. They're so pleasant to do. And then once you're done, you have that feeling of guilt, or you have that feeling of drained. You have these bad feelings. So where is that? That's another disguise of good on the outside, and on the inside is just wickedness. It's dark. It's not as good as it seems. If something is good, it's going to be good outside and inside, like an apple. You bite an apple, the apple looks good, it looks ripe, and you bite it and you realize the fruit of it is good. It doesn't leave you with bad. That's good, guys. Good is when the outside's good and the inside is good as well. And now that's not with everything. Sometimes you can see something like a house that seems on the outside broken. Not the best, but the inside qualities is what's under the persona is what matters. What's the effect of what you're getting is what matters, not the outside. Not the views, not the sound. People can say sweet little words unto you that mean nothing. It just sounds so sweet and so elegant, but they mean nothing. Then clearly, it's about the effect. It's about the true meaning, the true purpose of it. What's the true purpose doing? Not the outside. You can't keep looking on the outside and judging. You really have to see the fruits of what you're eating. Like an apple. What if an apple looks so beautiful on the inside, and maybe you was missing a little hole on the outside, or something like this, and you bite it and you realize, dang, the inside's rotten. Or a house on the outside, it looks so dirty and so messed up, and then you go inside and it's look like, wow, like this is very livable. So it's not about what the outside portrays as, but what the inside really is. What is on the inside? What is under that mask? You have to realize what you're getting. If it looks good on the outside and it's bad on the inside, guys, that's not good. And It's just not good, guys. It's not something good that you need to be portraying yourself in or indulging in, because clearly it leads to bad insides, which are not ultimately good. They're going to lead to something bad. All right, now let's dive into Satan fruits and Satan works. So, Satan knows that he disguises himself as an angel of light, correct? So, with that being said, that's his fruit. It's like this. If I disguise something that's good, right? And then you realize it's bad. Now, this is just a life example, real quick. Imagine life, and you get a woman or a friend or whatever, and they seem good to you, but they keep continually doing you bad. They lead to bad every time. You're like, bro, hopefully, as a thinking human being, you're like, bro, this friendship is not gonna like last. Like, this is not gonna continue going. I'm sick of being treated like this. I'm sick of these, you know, the way they're acting and all these things, you know, especially if they're dark, like darkness surrounding them, or on the inside of them is darkness, but on the outside of them, they're so beautiful and so lovely and all these things. You have to eventually say, hey, this is not really good. It seems good, but that doesn't mean that it's really good. So, with that being said, that is how the devil works with a lot of things. It's like this. This is his fruit. So imagine you he has you doing all these things, following these good on the outside, bad on the inside things. And it's clearly like a joke. It's like, if I say I'm good, right? I fool you that I'm good on the outside. But then you get to learn my inside and you realize, oh, wait, I'm bad. If you continue to run into me, you're the fool. You know, it's like, did you not realize? Like, you think this is a joke. And I make it seem like a joke because I continue to portray like I'm so good, I'm so good. But inward, I'm evil. Like, you know, he's like, I'm evil. I'm evil on the inside. So it's gonna get eventually to the point, if you continue to lose your soul to the devil, he's gonna fully fulfill his fruit. He's gonna show you in hell, like, you continue trusting me. You thought all the fame and all the drugs and all these things were good, even though you realized they're not doing nothing for you, that intentionally they're bad, and you believed me. You let me fool you, and now he's laughing at you. That's all it is. When you have that guilt, when you feel like something is good on the outside and you do it, and then you have that guilt or that downness or that bad feeling, whatever, he's laughing. He's like, bro, he really believed me. He really believed I was good. Now look at him, down, upset at himself, fell short. He's guilty. He's continued. That's his fruit. And if you continue following him, guess what? You're going to be in hell with him. And he's going to be laughing like, bro, you really believe me on the outside. You really believe that I was good. You really believe that I was doing these things for your good. You really believe what I was telling you was good, that was the truth. Bro, I'm like, he's evil on the inside. So you have to not only understand that he's evil, like, he's not about to please you fully. Anything that the devil gives you on the inside will be ugly. It will be bad. It's not going to be all goodness. Something's going to be there's a cost. Okay. And once you understand that cost is not ultimately good, guys, you have to rid of it. This is just human nature. Hopefully, if you've seen a friend or you know, a family member or whoever who appears good and is treating you horribly, hopefully you can rid yourself of them or distance yourself away of them. Hopefully this is your nature, and not to continue to be like, oh, well, this time it's going to change. When clearly, if they clearly don't change, you know, like, because humans as well, but we don't go to war with flesh and blood. It's principalities of darkness, but you got to understand that they're utilizing like a screen, you know, like a screen person. They're utilizing their devices. If they are full of good, like appearing as light, being evil in the inside, then that's what their devices are going to be. On the outside, they're all looking good, but inside, they're just like their creator. They're just like their puppet master. They're evil on the inside. So see this with a lot of things, guys. Open your eyes to a lot of things that seem like this. If it seems good on the outside, or it sounds good, it appears good, you know, if it seems good, okay. But, you know, you only learn through experience. But if you experience it, or if you already know, wait, this is not going to lead to no, even how good it looks, you know, common sense, this probably not going to lead to any good. Don't do it. You know, and especially if you're sure this is not going to lead to anything good, distance yourself, okay? Because that's just the reality of it. And the Lord really brought this into me, you know, from a little guilt I was feeling. But he started to, like, he continues to grow my wisdom and my understanding and my knowledge and much more. And he allowed me to know that, hey, these are fruits of the enemy. This is what he is designed to do. This is what he does. He's going to continue to appear something that's good because he, even himself, he does what he does. Like what he is what he does. He is his fruit. He appears as an angel of light, and deep down he's darkness. He's a dark demon, and his fruits are the same thing. I'm gonna make it appear good, and deep down they're destruction, they're darkness. So guys, start to realize this with things of the world, whether that's drugs, whether that's women, whether that's lusting, whether that's sex. Guys, they look good. All this looks good. It does. I understand. It seems good. It sounds good. But if it doesn't really feed you goodly, if it doesn't bring forth good fruit, if it's bringing you down, if it's giving you a downer, if it's giving you anxiety, if it's giving you guilt, God, it's not good, guys. Isn't that human nature? Can you guys not understand? I hope you guys can understand. Because as simple as it sounds, it's not that easy, but hopefully you don't keep making excuses for yourself and you go into the Lord for help. Okay, like, guys, this is his fruit. He's just like his fruit. He designed his fruit. The things that he's using is like he's saying, okay, this is what I am. I can't come out all scary because then they're going to see me, so I might as well use things. You know, if I can't get you, I send my friend. Okay? It's just like that. If I can't beat you, I use this stick. You know? So it's like he's using things that do the same thing he does. They just seem different. They're a flip version of what I am. So it's like, this is me, but I put me into this case. You know, he's transferring himself into something else to still do what he does. Appear good. Appear as an angel of light. Appear like, oh my, what beauty. How lovely. And then once you start to consume it, you start to realize, wait, this making me feel worse. Like, this making me feel down. That's not the way you should be feeling, guys. I hope you haven't become so accustomed that you think you should be feeling down, you should be feeling guilty, you should have anxiety. This is not the way the Lord designed you to be. He didn't. Okay, you were made perfect at birth. You didn't feel those ways then. He doesn't expect you to feel those ways throughout life, but the enemy does. So recognize the enemy fruits, guys. He disguises himself as an angel of light, but deep down, he's a demon. Okay? It seems good, even if it don't look as good. You think it's good. You know, you assume it's good, but then you're feeling down. You know, like mellowed out. You don't be mellow, bro. Like, who wants to be mellow? Like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being calm, but there's a calmness, a way deeper calmness in the Lord. And hopefully you're seeing that now. I don't need weed to be calm. You don't need weed to be calm. The devil makes you think that. My little brother told me one day, he was like, I'm smoking because my anger. Guys, grow up. Okay? I'm smoking because of my anxiety. Guys, grow up. Stand on top of your anger. Stand on top of your anxiety. Overcome them. You guys are not overcoming. You guys are running from anxiety, running from anger. Fruits not from the Lord. You guys are running from that. With drugs, with more things of the enemy gives you doubt. He gives you these things. He whispers these lying thoughts into you, and then you use something else that he gave to try to overcome something else that he gave. You're in a circle, bro. Like, you're not gonna get away from it like that. You're just constantly running into him. You run into him with the weed. By the time the weed go down, you got the doubt again, or the anxiety coming back again that he gave. So you run back to the weed that he gave. Guys, you really think you're gonna escape that? Doing that? You're not. You're not. And eventually, hopefully, you wake up and realize you're not. And you search for something else. You search for something greater, something permanent, something that really can help you establish that anger. If you're really going through anger problems, they're just so bad you can't control. You think you need weed, you don't. You don't need alcohol. You don't need crack. You don't need none of these things. You need the Lord. That's what you need. You're searching for all the wrong things, and that's why the problem is not going away. Okay? Everybody said, oh, it helps. It helps. If it really helps, it would help. It would continue to help. It wouldn't do that. You wouldn't be high for a second and come right back down to your anger. That's not help. What is it? Help for 30 minutes? Help for an hour? Help for a day? Help for a week? And weed doesn't even last a week. So you got temporary help. This is the beginning of what I just said. It seems good, but deep down it's not helping. If it doesn't ultimately help, eating the apple that seems good and is good, that helps. I don't feel withdrawals after I ate this apple because clearly it wasn't that good. No, I feel refreshed. You should feel refreshed from something that's good. If you're coming back down to what you was running from, clearly that didn't work. No matter how many times you tried, like, don't be a psychopath. What is it? I think it's psychopath, idiot, or something. Somebody who continues to try. Damn, what's the word? I just thought of it. Some insanity, I think. Thinking that you'll get a different outcome by doing the same thing. You've been doing this for years. You still got anger problems. But they help, but they fix for a little bit when I smoke. No, they can be fixed permanently. You just don't know that because you keep searching this one thing that don't work, bro. You want to be the same person 15 years down? Or I still rely on something else. Like, bro, grow up. You're relying on something else to be yourself. Come on, man. Grow up. Like, what kind of woman are you? What kind of man are you? Like, really, what kind of man are you, bro? I rely on weed, so that way I don't be angry. At your grown age. You 16 plus. I should be talking to my daughter about that. My daughter is months old. I should be asking her, why can't you, I understand why you can't overcome your anger yet. I understand why you have anger problems. And there, because you're still learning. You're still maturing. But after you become a certain age, bro, I shouldn't be have to ask you why you can't control your anger. Like, bro, you're making excuses for yourself. Oh, they're just so bad. I'll black out. Come on, guys. Grow up. Okay? Stand on top of the things that are bringing you down. Stand on top of your anger. If it's hard to stand on top of your anger, which that's probably the reason you're using these drugs, use the Lord. Call on the Lord. Okay? He will help you. I'm telling you that. Y'all listen to everybody else. Y'all seen everybody else smoking, and they was telling y'all, oh, it helped do this. Listen to me then. I'm just giving the same advice. A different way. A different route. They told y'all, bro, smoking helped me do this, smoking helped you. And you thought that they helped, but clearly you see that it's not. If you still got it, it didn't help. So I'm telling you guys, hey, I didn't smoke. I talked to the Lord. I gave my life to the Lord, and I was angry. I'm not angry no more. I had anxiety. I don't got anxiety no more. I was shy. I'm not shy. And I got all these things through the Lord. So I'm just giving you I'm giving you advice and telling you take this route though. You listen to them, and clearly it don't work. Clearly, you're up and down, up and down, up and down. You gotta search for this every single day. This is not something that works. Okay, please go to a business person or something and ask them, does a scale like this work? Can I really get somewhere with a scale like this? And they're gonna look at you in the face and be like, no, bro, no. If you're at the 100 one day and 0 the next day, no, bro. That's not what you call a successful business. Yes, you might have up and downs, but an everyday slope, like, no, bro. There's a reason success ladders look like that. I know somebody's going to try to find an excuse, the reason they can continue want to go down these deep things, even though I gave you logic, gave you an example, gave you a right way to take. You still want to, go into your own sin. And hey, I can't force you, but hopefully people with a thinking mind, can at least say there's some truth to this. Maybe I should listen, maybe I should really consider what he's saying because this weed is doing this. I don't want a life of this. I don't want to be living 30 more years doing this. Wow. If you really want to let the next 30 years or next 20 years or 5 years or 2 months, however, if you want your life to continue doing this, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad because that's how much you think of yourself. You only think that your life is worth that. Up and down. Every 30 minutes, every hour, every day, up and down. Back to the anger, back to the drugs. Back to the anger, back to the drugs. Insanity. Someone who thinks they're going to get a different outcome from the same thing. Don't be an insane person, okay? Switch over. Talk to the Lord and watch how that scale doesn't do this no more. Oh, you're up. You're going up. Even when hard times come, you trust in the Lord and you know that you're okay. Hard times come for me. I'm not like ruled out from hard times, but I have a security. I have a calmness. I have a courage. I have a confidence in the Lord. So I don't worry. I don't get back down. I don't have to get angry. I don't have to do that. The Lord has helped me and grown me into a person who doesn't shy away from conflict. I'm not scared. There's nothing to worry about. I fear the Lord. The Lord has created all things. What do I look like fearing something earthly? What do I look like fearing something worldly? Something like anger. What do I look like? Anxiety. Like, you guys are below the Lord's feet. The Lord has overcome all of you. He's created you. He's overcome all of you. So I might as well go to the person who overcame, right? Jesus Christ overcame every sin. So why not go to the person who overcame everything? Instead, you going to the people who telling you, I still deal with this. Come on, guys. And if they don't say still doing with it, they're lying. Because that's why they're smoking. Because they still deal with it. If they didn't deal with it, they would say, well, no need for you no more. I don't deal with it. But clearly they are, so they continue smoking. May the thinking minds think. Okay? It's that simple. I pray you guys have a blessed day. May the Lord be with you. May you give your life into the Lord so he can bless you with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and grow you into a better person. Way better and way more calm than you could have been, with way more knowledge than you would have ever established. You're smoking, killing brain cells. That's a study that's being done. Smoking kills brain cells. Eventually, over time, they kill them. So you guys are ruining your brain when I'm giving you a way to uplift your brain and uplift yourself. But you rather, because what? It seems common. Everybody's doing it. Oh yeah, just be like everybody, right? Forget it. Be like everybody in the world. That's cool. That's fine. Yeah, don't stand off. don't stand apart. Don't separate yourself. Don't be different. Just fit in. Yeah, because that's the type of person you are, right? Cool. And if you're not, listen. Stand apart. Be the leader. Lead. Be like, bro, wait, he stood apart. He didn't follow us. He didn't take the drug. He didn't do all that. He did this. He stood apart. Be that guy. Like, bro, you want to be so full of a crowd, bro. Fit in. Like, come on, bro. It's cool about that. Like, come on, bro. Get out the crowd. Get out of the crowd, bro. Stop trying to follow everybody. What's common? That's not life. You're just trying to follow everybody. You're not a leader. You're doing what everybody has done. That's not being a leader. Follow the Lord. Take that narrow path. The Lord says the path is narrow and few find it, because few do. This is a path not many take. It's not easy. People give up. They rather go right back into the crowd, right back into the world. But be strong, bro. Trust in the Lord. Watch what happens. Trust me. And then you'll be able to help others as well. But guys, you can't keep being fools. You're killing your brain. You're doing something that kills your brain and only seems good on the outside. It's not good inside. You're getting on a downer. Like you are a baby. Grow up. You're not. Come on, guys. Come on.